everybody, it's Miss Peachy from your Wisconsin Connections Academy, National Honor Society Advisor, and I'm doing this little video tutorial to explain to you what National Honor Society is here at Wisconsin Connections Academy, and to congratulate you for being selected to apply to our National Honor Society chapter. So congratulations to you guys. This chapter started, I think this is like our 5th year of the National Honor Society at Wisconsin Connections Academy. National Honor Society is a national organization, and it's very well known and respected throughout the country and from college to college. So a lot of times you'll see this as a great thing to put on your resume, your applications to colleges and other post-secondary opportunities. National Honor Society is for juniors and seniors that have a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or better. That's how the initial selection is made. And if you are recognized in that group, you have the opportunity to then apply for initiation into our membership, to our organization. We represent many thousands of students across the United States that are active members, and many millions more that are past members. I myself actually was a member of the National Honor Society back when I was in high school. National Honor Society is going to try to uphold 4 cornerstone pillars that it has been established on. One is scholarship. That's where that grade point average comes from. Leadership, character, and service. So our members are strong in all 4 areas, or will work to strengthen those areas. A lot of times I get people who are concerned that they don't have enough strength in any one of those 4 areas to join, but that's not true. We realize and recognize that in our virtual school setting that your opportunities up to this point have been different. And so therefore we are wanting you to join and encouraging you to join in order to have more opportunity for service and for leadership. National Honor Society has many different privileges awarded to its members, including scholarships that are available, things to put on your college applications and post-secondary applications, and really just the intrinsic reward of providing service to your community. I will provide you with some more links at the bottom underneath of the video here that will lead you to some more information on the National Honor Society at large. Okay, so as far as what is expected of you as a member of the Wisconsin Connections Academy NHS, you are expected to participate in at least one group service project that WCA is leading. So you'll do some service projects on your own in your own local community, but we'll also have some group service projects available. They have varied in the past, but the past couple of years, there are 2 that really, one we started this year and one we started last year, but we're going to continue with both of these projects. One is our back to school celebration. If you attend the back to school celebration, not only will you go there for the induction ceremony to become a member of NHS, but you'll also be able to serve the school to be able to kind of fulfill your large service project. There's lots of things you can do in the back to school celebration to help out. There's helping to check in families when they register for the back to school celebration, helping with the picture taking, helping with a room of arts and crafts for young children. We have information booths and things like that. So there's lots of areas for you to help out in. The other service project that we've done the last couple of years that's worked out really well is the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society fundraiser. And in the past couple of years, we've achieved gold championship fundraising by raising over $750 for our chapter. So it's been a really successful mission to help fight cancer. And as you may or may not know, leukemia is the #1 cause of childhood cancer. There are other service projects that we can do, but a lot of those service projects are things that you'll be doing on your own within your local community, okay? We have monthly meetings for our WCA chapter, and we just meet in my virtual classroom at noon on Wednesdays, and they kind of float around as to which Wednesday it is, depending on what's going on in that month. We try to stick to the first Wednesday of the month, but that has not been strict, because sometimes if there's testing or if there's a field trip day or a snow day or something like that, we have to flex that a little bit. As I mentioned, maintain at least a 3.0 cumulative grade point average. Participate in at least one large group service project, but you also need to do a total of 20 hours of service within one school year. That's including your large group service project, and it can carry over into the summer. So if you are selected for National Honor Society and you start working on service projects this summer, they can count towards your next school year's hours. Okay. Of course, character and leadership are important as well. So we want to make sure you are adhering to the rules of WCA, no cheating, no engaging in illegal activities of any kind, including drinking or tobacco or illegal substance use, and being a responsible member of your community. So we talked about service projects. We'll talk a little bit more about how you submit the evidence and stuff of service projects to me at a later time. We'll actually have a introductory meeting coming up here, and I will email you the date on that, but you will be welcome to come with your parents if you want to, or by yourself, and we will have our existing NHS members there to answer questions about what it's like to be in NHS, what you have to do, how you turn in your hours, and that kind of stuff. Can you hear it, from the horse's mouth? So what could you do in your own area to meet those 20 hours? There's so many things. And again, that's something you can ask in our group meeting, because the kids have all sorts of different personal things that they've done. But some of the ones I've seen repeatedly is helping at the Humane Society. They do a wonderful job of wanting and allowing volunteers, volunteering in a hospital, volunteering at a food pantry, at your local public school or library or daycare center to help with children, highway, park, or school grounds cleanup, volunteering at the zoo or local wildlife sanctuary. A lot of good hours available in the summertime for that, actually, too. Even just tutoring other kids. The only thing you can't get service hours for is if, for example, you're tutoring for Connections Academy and you're getting credit for it. You can't get credit and service hours at the same time. So these are non-paid, including credit, non-paid service projects. Some things you can do at these places, for example, if you volunteered at a nursing home, sometimes you can just you can help out with delivering and reading the mail to residents. You can work in the gift shop. You can take residents to and from the dining hall. The Humane Society has lots of jobs for people walking dogs, playing with the cats, cleaning the cat boxes, things like that. There's actually a cat companion that you can be at the Humane Society. We're always looking for new ideas for group service projects. We've talked about potentially doing a peer tutoring program through WCA, potentially setting up a mentoring program through WCA that would involve our NHS students. So we're always looking for potential future projects as well. So just make sure that when you decide to volunteer that you are responsible, you keep track of the date and the hours, you make the contact, and then make sure to keep it local. That's the whole point of the service, is to provide some help in your community. And that's what makes us kind of neat as a virtual school, is that we can service throughout the whole state of Wisconsin. Okay. Again, we talked about large service projects. These are some ones that we've done in the past. I've talked about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society and helping out at our back to school celebration. We've also done a supply drive for soldiers. We wrote letters to soldiers. We did reading buddies in the past, where I had some of my high school kids pair up with elementary school students who have troubles with reading and actually doing some reading on the phone or in virtual classrooms. We tried doing pen pals, although with limited success. And we've talked perhaps of doing Santa letters during the holiday season. Or you could think of something, similar to that. All right, induction. So we have an induction ceremony. Nobody's inducted yet until they go through the whole process here. Juniors are considered candidates as well as seniors who are seeking candidacy until they are notified by mid-May that they are accepted. The induction ceremony is in our back to school event, which is the first day of school in September. Sometimes I know it's hard for you guys to make it because of distances. So this year I'd like to work on those students that are unable to make it due to distance being able to actually participate through like a virtual program like Skype. It would be nice to still be able to have you at our induction ceremony, even if you can't be there physically. And finally, we have NHS officers. They are seniors that have served at least 1 year in NHS. Usually we just have a president and a vice president, although this year we do have 4 officers: president, vice president, secretary, and historian. So elections for those will be held a little bit later, closer to the end of April for next year. And what do you do next? Okay, so you're going to get a letter from me, and it's going to tell you that you have been selected as a candidate. This is what your letter will look like. And then from here, you will have a link to click on my website. And I'm going to open that up here. Bring you over. I'm just going to do this real quick here, so bear with me. I know our time is running short. Oops. So this is the website. This is all the information that you need to complete. So this will open up to a candidate form, which you can print out and type in, or you can actually download this as a Word document and type right into. What people often get kind of worried about is that they won't have anything to put in here, because these are things that you've done, that you've maybe been a leader in, or service activities you've completed in the past. But if you feel like you haven't done much of anything because you haven't had much opportunity, what I want you to put in here is things you want to do, things you would like to do in the next year or two while you're in NHS. So don't feel like you can't try to join because you have nothing to put in here, because you're going to have some cool experiences through our organization. And we want you to join. We really, really, really do. Okay? Other things you're going to need here, you're going to need to do a short essay, which is under the short answer form here. You will need to do 2 teacher recommendations. So just click on this. It's a Google Doc. And you're going to, or it's a Google form, and you're going to copy the link and send it to a teacher and politely ask if they will do a recommendation for you. You'll need to have a parent signature or guardian. You and the parent both will do electronic signatures here. And then finally, if you have somebody else that would like to recommend you, say your boss at work, your Girl Scout leader, Boy Scout leader, coach, wrestling coach or gymnastics coach or whatever, they can fill this out for you as well. Okay? So all of this stuff is due by April 20th for candidacy. If you have questions, please give me a call at extension 2204 or send me a webmail message, and look out for that lunch meeting that we'll be having shortly, where you'll be able to ask questions of existing members and find out more information about National Honor Society here at Wisconsin Connections Academy. Have a great day, everyone.